Hey. It's Thursday, so coming to the end of the week again. And I guess there's one thing I want to talk about, it's just mentorship. Because I guess at work I'm going to mentor an intern apparently. And it's kind of an interesting idea to me, just like the idea of mentorship. A couple people here and there, maybe I can consider myself to be a mentor, but I think in the more professional setting, I've never been a mentor. At school, I don't think I've necessarily been someone that people looked up to, which is pretty interesting. I know that a lot of like networking kind of schemes, I don't know why I said scheme, it's like some shady business, but pretty much in a lot of professional clubs and organizations, a lot of them say find a mentor or be a mentor to someone else. And I just always found this fascinating because I just had so little exposure to it. I mean, when you have like a role as a mentor at work for an intern, I mean, this is a very intentional thing, right? Because really the team is deciding that you're going to help this intern with his project. But I guess normally mentorship kind of happens organically. I know there's a lot of well, not necessarily intern, but there's a lot of mentorship programs that exist. However, I've never participated in any of them, so I don't know how they go. But I think for the most part, the most valuable mentorships are probably those that come about organically. I'm kind of curious how people like go about finding that. I guess it's a really matter of just expressing yourself and your interests, and mentors are also seeking people who kind of have a similar interest or beliefs to maybe find their mentee to share their wisdom upon. But I'm also kind of curious if like mentorship has risen or declined over time because I feel like over time now, really you can rely on Google as a mentor because a lot of times if you just look things up, there can be anybody who can provide the specific feedback that you want to. So really it's a lot more easily accessible to a regular person. Of course, not necessarily everything is exposed on Google, right? I imagine that there is a lot of professional and very specific advice that you wouldn't find on Google. I don't think necessarily someone who's a successful entrepreneur would necessarily have the time to really make articles and spread them across the web or have any interest in doing so. So obviously there is some real value in having mentorship. It is very curious to me. I wonder if really people should take a more active role in finding these mentors. I guess in general you want to take an active role in finding who you would want to connect with professionally on a regular basis. And this can include mentors, peers, mentees, and all sorts of different roles and relationships you can create. So maybe that's a more of intention rather than the intent of finding a mentor, which is kind of very, very generic advice, right? I think it's just like get into a good college or get a good job. It's just like this kind of advice is very generic and doesn't specifically address what you're necessarily looking for an answer to. So yeah, just a little bit of thoughts on top of the head. I guess in terms of recent news, I've been playing a lot of Factorio and I think it's a real life ruiner because I've been playing many hours of that and I don't think it's helping me at all. So I should really dial back down on that. Maybe like go for a run or something. It's been a while. But yeah, that's all for this morning and I'll see you later. Bye.
How it's going to happen is anyone would. How about that?
Oh my, so here we go again. Got some beans from Target, so it's ready to go. Beans with broccoli and brown rice. Oh man, just putting olive oil and the seasoning, so good. Nom nom.